Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video. I am back with some DIYs today. I feel like it's been a while, so I thought we would have a go at doing some DIYs using some air dry clay. This is something that's really fun to work with because you don't need to do much to it. In fact, you just can play with it and make whatever you want to and then just leave it to dry in the air, hence the title of the air dry clay. So I thought it'd be fun to try out some different things and to try out a few things that I've seen in some of the homeware shops that have inspired me. I've seen a lot of these face style vases around and I really fancied having a go at one of those. And I've made a few other bits and pieces as well with the remaining air dry clay that I had. I actually used 2 packets for these DIYs, but a little goes a long way. You can roll it out nice and thin and there's all sorts of different things you can make with your air dry clay. And you can pick it up from craft shops or online shops as well. I think you can get it on Amazon too. So hopefully it's something that all of you can get your hands on if you want to have a go at making some of these for yourself. So I really hope you like them. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, do click subscribe for new videos every single week. I make lots of DIYs. I'm also renovating bits of my home. I share room makeovers and I'm a bit of a shopaholic. I love a bargain. And don't forget, you can always catch me over on Instagram as well. It's Mr. Carrington for daily updates. And I've got my home account as well, which is Mr. Carrington Home, where I share with you any bits that I've made for the home and how I've styled them up. So hopefully I'll see you over there as well. Okay, let's jump into the first DIY. And the first thing that we're going to be making is this face vase. And we're going to be making it from a Lenore Unstoppables bottle, but you could use any bottle that you like. Just find a nice bottle that's got a good shape to it and that can be your starting point. So this is the air dry clay I'm using and I'm taking one of these containers and ripping the lid off to make it into a vase shape. Then I'm taking an old board and wrapping that in cling film. That's just going to make sure that the air dry clay isn't sticking to it or sticking to the table. And then I'm using a wine bottle to roll out my clay. Of course you could use a rolling pin, but this is a tip from my good friend Catherine at Dainty Diaries, who likes to use an ale bottle when she rolls out her clay. So I've taken a tip from Catherine and I'm using a wine bottle. And then I'm wrapping the clay around the container. I've got it to probably maybe a centimetre thick or maybe just under that, and slicing off a straight line. And I'm just going in with my thumb to just kind of smooth this over so the clay will stick together quite nicely. But to make it extra smooth, you can just dip your finger or your thumb into some water and that will help to smooth it off. So now I'm just going round, and where the container goes in the middle, you'll notice that I'm pinching in the clay now and just slicing off a bit here. So we're doing a bit of surgery on this. I'm kind of giving it a little bit of a shape now. So where it was a bit baggy, I've just snipped a bit out and again used my thumb to seal that together. I'm just going around the top now. You can see that I'm just ripping this. You could use a knife to cut that off, but it seemed to work like that. And I'm just sort of smoothing that around to try and get a nice edge. And the same at the base as well. I'm just going around with a knife now to cut off any excess clay before going over, drawing around it in a knife to create a piece for the base, and again just smoothing it with my thumb. And this was really enjoyable to do, really therapeutic. I went over with some more water. Now I'm drawing around a yogurt pot most of the way around, and then a smaller glass to kind of create a face shape. So you could make this up, just use some different objects that you may have to draw around to get that nice even curve. But any shape you like, you could go for a long face, a short face, whatever you want. And now I'm going on with a nose. Again, you don't have to do a nose, but I just thought a nose might be quite cool. So I've kind of made a triangle shape and I'm just smoothing that off with my fingers and attaching it. I've put a bit of water on the back of it to try and hold it into place. And I thought, yeah, a long nose would be a vibe for this one. I'm not sure why. But yeah, next up I'm making a long sausage and I'm just rolling it out with my fingers, trying to get it as even as possible. And the idea with these vases, I've noticed in a lot of the ones that I've seen in stores, is that the design will just be done with one line. So I'm going with that kind of concept and just using one long thin sausage of the air dry clay to create the shape of the face, if that makes sense. So I've gone on with an eye and I'm just scooping round into the lips, then up the side. And that is kind of, if you stick to that rule and just think you have to do your face with one piece of product or even one line of paint if you're painting it, then that will make it this kind of effect and this kind of style. And then I left it to dry. Make sure that you turn it around and let the underneath dry as well, because that will need to get the air to it. And then this is how it turned out. So I tried some different hairstyles with my vase. So we have the longer plant in here now, but also you can try different things or just have it on its own. Let me know what you think. Next up, we're going to be making this vase. I've actually used a bottle opener for the indents on this one, but find anything around your house that could make some interesting patterns. You can always roll out your air dry clay and try pressing in a few different things to see what different effects it's made. As you will have seen, I've been using a wine bottle as a rolling pin, but I noticed that where the label is slightly raised, it also was like making some nice text as well. So you could have some fun with some different packaging as well and see what effects you can get from that too. So again, we are starting off by rolling out our clay nice and evenly, and again to maybe just under a centimetre thick, but just go with whatever thickness you like. If you want your pot to be thicker, by all means go for it. Remember that we're going to be doing some indents in this, so you might want it slightly thicker this time just to allow for those indents. And I'm just slicing off a straight line down the yogurt pot, and then again overlapping the clay and slicing it again before using my thumbs to bring it together and to get a nice even join. Then again, I'm cutting off the base using a knife, but for this one I thought with the top I'd actually just rip it off with my thumb, which created quite a nice effect. It was just kind of slightly papery, slightly torn looking, which I thought looked quite cool. But go with whatever you fancy. You could do different shapes at the top, you could cut it out, you could even use like a cookie cutter and that sort of thing to get a nice effect on there. And then I'm just going around the base again like I did before, just adding another piece of clay, cutting it out, and then going on with a wet finger and a wet thumb just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. And then I cut a hole in the base for some drainage. You don't have to do this, but depending on what sort of plant you want to put in your pot, you may want some drainage. And then if you can find something with an interesting texture to it, like I've got this bottle opener here, but you could use anything that you can find from your house that has a nice texture or pattern to push into your clay to create your design. I thought the cactus might be quite cool. As you can see from my mug, I do love my cactuses. After leaving the clay to dry for 24 hours, I cut out the yogurt pot. It was quite well stuck, so maybe add some cling film to your yogurt pot before you try this one for yourself. And here's how it turned out. Next, we're going to be making this really sweet little plant pot. I wanted something small for the desk, just something that's big enough to contain one single succulent. And I thought it'd be interesting to try out using different containers that I have already around the home. So I'm actually using a little scoop for this one, but again, you could use maybe the lid of a container or something like that to create something similar. So for this one, I'm using a scoop. I think this was from protein powder or something similar to that, but you could use any small container that you like. And I'm just rolling out the air dry clay and pushing it in using my thumb and just moving it around and ripping off the top part to make sure that it's all nicely pressed against the edges. I actually made a little hole in the base, so I just went in and put some more clay in there. And then once this one had dried for 24 hours, I removed it from the pot and I went in with some black acrylic paint, just painting on a little stripe right the way around the top to create this design. And here's how it turned out. And for the last one, I'm not really sure how well this one turned out. I think it might be a little bit of a DIY fail, just in the fact that the shape isn't too great, and also I think my painting wasn't too great as well. I think if I did this one again, I would probably print out a label for the logo and stick it on with paper, maybe do it that way. But you live and learn, don't you? So I wanted to share my not so great DIY with you as well. See what you think, and maybe it's something we could try again at Christmas time, because I feel like one of these would look really nice hanging on the Christmas tree. So maybe we'll come back to that one in November or December, but I'll share it with you now and you can see what you think. So for this one, I'm rolling up a piece of cardboard to create the shape for my mug. Looking back at this, I think maybe it'd be better to make this with a lid of something, maybe like a plastic lid that would actually be more of a circular shape. So yeah, maybe consider doing that if you have a go at making a mug for yourself. But I went ahead and had my roll of cardboard that I actually put some sellotape around just so it wouldn't get stuck onto the clay. And then I went around and smoothed it all off. So I put the base on very similar to the previous DIYs, and then I rolled out a sausage shape to create the handle, and I stuck that on by wetting the mug part and then just sort of smoothed on the handle to make sure that was nice and attached. And then I went on with a lid to create the circular shape. That was just the lid of my wine bottle. And I left this one to dry for 24 hours before removing the cardboard. And then I used some acrylic paint to go on and do my Starbucks design on this one. So this is where I think I messed up a little bit. I'm not sure how good this looked. So I was thinking that you could maybe print off a sticker. I went on with a Sharpie in the end to try and add a little bit more detail and to kind of make the best I could of this. But I do think it's a bit of a mess, but there we are. We live and learn. I like to share my fails with you so that you can hopefully do it better if you have a go yourself. But I thought to jazz it up a little bit, we'd put a red ribbon on it because I feel like that looks like a Starbucks kind of Christmas cup then, and I thought it looked quite sweet with a scrap of red ribbon that I had. So yeah, this is how it turned out. Kind of a fail, but kind of sweet at the same time. So there we go. I really hope you enjoyed these DIYs using the air dry clay. Let me know which one was your favourite, and if you have a go at any of these, I would love it if you would tag me in your pictures over on Instagram so I can see how you've got on with them as well. I really enjoyed using this stuff, and I think I'll definitely do some more projects with this product. So I think it is great. So yeah, do have fun if you do have a go at these yourself. So yeah, that's it for this one. If you are new here, don't forget to click subscribe for more videos like this, and give it a little thumbs up if you enjoyed these DIYs and would like to see me do some more stuff with the air dry clay. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.